how I would imagine myself in 10 years is maybe a CEO of my own company, representing maybe not only myself as an artist, but various artists. This might be a spoiler for some people watching, but I mean, I'll spoil it anyways. I was so mad.
One of the biggest names in the global music industry, making waves with every single step, we have an icon with us today. BM, Big Matthew, the king, a very warm virtual welcome back to India. And thank you so much for your time.
Hello, hello. This is VM from KARD. Thank you so much for taking the time out to do this interview with me. I miss our Indian fans. The last time we were in India, we did a tour and it was an amazing time. And I hope we have a fun interview today.
You've said this on multiple occasions that you've been a smiley person ever since you were little. And even now, you're giving us the brightest smile ever. So, my first question to you is, can you tell me one reason why you're happy today?
One reason why I'm happy today. I'm alive. I have 2 arms, 2 legs to be able to, maneuver through what I have to maneuver through today. I have a lot of blessings and life is good. I feel like not a lot of people have that, and I should really be appreciative of the little things like that.
So your career graph has been an incredible inspiration to innumerable aspiring artists and young people in general across the globe. However, in your own words, you never thought you'd become who you are today. So if you were to think of this interview as a time capsule, could you tell us who or where you think you'll be in another, let's say, 10 years?
Wow, 10 years from now, huh? How I would imagine myself in 10 years is maybe a CEO of my own company, representing maybe not only myself as an artist, but various artists. Yeah, and still appreciating the little things in life.
That's amazing. That's what we'd love to see as well in 10 years.
Yeah, thank you.
So your name Matthew means gift from God, if I'm not wrong. And what would you say has been your biggest gift from God?
First and foremost, life has been the biggest gift. The gift of challenges. I feel like every challenge should be considered a gift, being that what comes out after the challenge, the result of the challenge is always help you grow into a bigger and better person. So as of now, that's where my mind is at right now. I feel like challenges are always a gift. Life is a gift. Being able to portray creativity through art, through music, through visuals is also a very big gift.
So your musical expression is heavily inspired by your own personal experiences and your worldview. Has there ever been a moment where you found it hard to give a voice to your feelings? Or alternatively, has it ever felt easier for you to deal with your own personal life with the help of your creative processes?
I fluctuate back and forth between someone who's very expressively inept. I feel like I have a hard time a lot of times expressing how I feel 100%. Other times, I feel like I wear my heart on my sleeve. I feel like what you see is what you get with me. And when it pertains to music, I feel like 9 times out of 10, I do a good job expressing it. I do a good job, I feel, getting my message across. And I just hope that the fans, the listeners also feel the same way as well.
So you recently released your Mindset with Dai Studios, which is chock full of some of the most precious and vulnerable tidbits of your life that are now out there for the world to listen to, learn from, and relate with. How did you feel after essentially baring your soul, and what was the process like?
Oh man, it was hard for me to listen to because it gave me a goosebumps a little bit listening back to it, just because it put me in perspective again. Like while I was recording my Mindset, when you're recording these type of things, your mind is really not on the content, but it's also on what it's gonna sound like audio wise, the structure of the content, and just your voice, your tone, and there's a lot of things to consider while you're recording these type of things. So while I was recording, I wasn't really thinking too deep on it, but after re-listening to the recordings, it put me in a perspective of like really what I went through. So it kind of hit me even harder when I was talking about it again, and it all comes from a very real place. I feel like, um, yeah, I mean, everyone who's listened to it that have given feedback, um, I feel like they've gotten something out of it, which I'm very, very happy about. And yeah, I mean, it's a story. I feel like it's a story. Yeah.
It's an amazing story, I would add, because it feels, like you said, it feels so real and vulnerable and just honest. There was just an amazing experience, the whole mindset.
Thank you. Shout out Dive Studios for that. They did an amazing job with the production of that content. Yeah, it was amazing.
Your concert in India was something Hidden Cards will never be able to forget. So my question to you is, what was your favorite memory from your time in India?
Oh man, besides the food is amazing in India. Oh my goodness. I think I gained like 4 kilos when I was in India touring. The food is amazing. The fans, wow. So energetic, super off their seats, very cooperative, very nice. I feel like one big memory I had was we covered an Indian song. That was one that was really fun because a lot of people knew the words to that song. So they were really belting it. And another one I felt like was a really special memory was Joseph actually has a song memorized, a song from a Bollywood movie. And one of his what would you call it? One of his skills that people ask him like, hey, can you show us something out of the ordinary that you'd be good at? He would say, I love this Bollywood song OST, so I can sing this for you. And he would sing it every time. And I didn't know at the time. It sounded like he was really good at the accent and like, you know, at the connotation. But he sang it in India again, and everyone sang it back. And I was just like, okay, he actually does have the accent down pretty well. And I actually asked some fans too. I was like, how's his accent? How's his Indian accent? They were like, it's good. It's good. So I was like, wow, Jason, he's good. Besides that, the fans, man, the fans were so amazing.
So you've been exploring your personal musicality through SoundCloud and other solo endeavors for quite a while now. What would you say is different about Broken Me?
It's very official. Officially dropping on obviously all the music platforms. Besides that, it also comes from a very intimate place in my life. The song pertains to a lot of experiences I had with internal struggle, and I feel like listeners and fans, when they listen to it, if they're also in a similar place in a point in time of their life at the moment, I just hope it gives them a little hope to get out of it smooth, nicely. And like I said before, how every challenge is a gift. When they're out of it, I hope that they can consider that those challenges that they faced were a gift to become a stronger person mentally and physically and emotionally.
So your music video for Broken Me is produced by Vibe Studios and Apex, and more specifically by a handful of incredible artists. So how did you go about choosing the people that you wanted to work with on this project?
Oh man, I have to really give credit to Isaac, my guy Isaac at Apex. He's one of the co-founders of Apex. Apex is a production house of amazing music producers and songwriters. Me being one of them, I actually joined their production house. And yeah, I have to give it to Isaac, honestly. How this all formed about was there's a short film that Vive Studios, they're a brand new company that works with virtual technology. And they were producing a short film. And I was lucky enough to have Isaac a part of the audio engineering and the audio production of the whole film. So he pitched my song as the OST, and everyone loved it. Everyone was like, hey, it fits in so well with the concept. It fits in so well with with what they want to portray, being that it's also about internal struggles as well. And while they were filming the shoot, Isaac just pitched the idea. He was like, hey, why not just shoot a music video for the video while we're doing the short film and everything? And Veep Studios was nice enough to oblige and say, hey, let's do it. Why not? More for our portfolio. So We were lucky enough to shoot a whole music video production on it, have Pak well known as Logan Lee from Penthouse, to be a part of the shoot as well, and it was an amazing process. Everyone on the shoot was just so cool. Logan Lee, I'm a huge fan of Logan Lee, so working with him was an incredible experience.
So, like you said, Weave Studios boast of being the first ever virtual production solution, which is way cooler than I'm making it sound like. But and it's especially pathbreaking in a world that has pretty much like forced us into isolation, like no travel, nothing. So, what was your favorite part or the most fun part about filming the music video?
Well, the thing with virtual technology is it can make the impossible possible. So we have scenes from Iceland. I'm on a road in Iceland and I am on top of a moving vehicle with no one in the driver's seat. Now in real life, if you did that, the chances of you having a successful shot without getting hurt are extremely low. So with the help of virtual technology, we were able to make that happen. And it was an incredible shot. While we were monitoring it at the set, it was just everyone was like, "Wow, we really made it possible. How did we do this?" You know. So it was incredible, and that's just, I want to say, a little piece of what virtual technology can do. So Beef Studios really set the tone for the music video. They really did a great job on it.
So about the music video, I'm not sure if you know this, but there are already like 1 hour loops of your music video teaser on Twitter and circulating among fans. Yes. So
and
as much as and as much as we can tell from the teaser so far, it has a vaporwave cyberpunk goth warrior vibe to it. And we know it's going to be grand, of course, but what can we expect in terms of concept?
In terms of concept, you're gonna see me hurt. You're gonna see me hurt physically and emotionally and mentally. You're also gonna get a lot of cool shots of Pak the actor. He did an amazing job with his acting. Like, I love his acting in Penthouse. He's my favorite character in Penthouse, and Penthouse is one of my favorite dramas. But I was able to witness that in real life. Like, I was watching the screen as he was acting. So like, I got an inside scoop on all the behind the scenes. So it was amazing to see that. You're also going to get just incredible breathtaking shots of amazing backgrounds of a sunset, of me on top of a cliff, you know, also in a setting where I am in a Korean road, but it's just a set. Like, oh my gosh, you guys, I can't wait till you guys see it, because if I promise you, if I didn't tell you it was virtual technology, everyone would have been like, how much did this production cost? Like, getting hair and makeup and all the production people on a plane to go to Iceland, and how'd you guys make that possible? People would have said it was a very extremely pricey production, but it all happened on set, which is like the craziest part.
Yeah, and like you said, we could not have imagined like a more powerful and of course visually appealing and explosive pairing on screen than BM and Park and Sok. I mean, this is literally our crossover dreams come true. So what was your favorite moment from filming with Park and Sok? And did you happen to cop any season 3 spoilers?
Oh man, okay, so my favorite, I'll answer your first question. My favorite scene from the music video itself was the scene where I was on top of the car of a moving vehicle. That was just an unreal shot. And I feel like what I portrayed while performing on top of the car was just, I was in a very real place. I was hurt on top of that car, and it felt so good. One funny thing though was to make that scene look more real, they had to use one of those fans. It like focuses, like it shoots air towards me. My mouth was getting so dry while I was lip syncing. My lip kept getting like caught on my teeth. So I looked like this the whole time. Like I was catching myself do this, so I had to like fix my mouth constantly. Like, that was really funny. And yeah, those were some really memorable shots. I feel like a lot of the scenes of Pak and Sok 2 were really, really good. There's some CG of him on a cliff, and it was just breathtaking shots. And as far as Penthouse 3 goes, so funny story. Penthouse 2 was still going on while we were shooting for the music video and while he was shooting for the short film. And then the last episode of Penthouse 2, I don't know if you watched, this might be a spoiler for some people watching, but I mean, I'll spoil it anyways. Logan Lee dies.
Oh,
Logan Lee died. I was so mad. I was so mad and so sad. I texted him right away. I was like, "No, big bro, if Logan Lee dies, Penthouse dies." I told him that. I was like, "Please, come on, give me something." And he was like, "Hey, man, we didn't even get the script for Penthouse 3 yet. I'm still waiting on the script." I'm like, "No, please, please." So I don't know if it's like he's never gonna come back, or if he is gonna come back, if there is a script, if there isn't a script, we're gonna have to stay tuned to Penthouse 3 to find out.
I mean, Penthouse does have a reputation for bringing back like dead characters. So
Yeah,
one can hope.
yeah, he has to come back alive. He has to.
You know how Professor Utonium created the Powerpuff Girls with sugar, spice, and everything nice, but without Chemical X, we would not have the iconic trio. So, as childish as this analogy is, with regards to your upcoming solo album, what were the components that went into it? Besides, of course, your blood, sweat, and tears. And what was a Chemical X for you that made it special?
I feel like Apex, my production house, and Vive Studios were two very vital components to this whole production, and they're the spice, everything nice and everything in between too, with a little extra sauce too. If it wasn't for them, this project wouldn't have happened. And yeah, I mean, with a little bit of sprinkle of BM on top, I feel like that's what made it, gave it that extra little then you had a great project.
And this is exactly why you're a visionary in music and this field in general. And besides being such a revolutionary artist in your own right, you're also the pioneer of what I call the BTG movement, which has brought way more attention to breast cancer awareness in recent years than ever before. And your BTG X Stadium line is worth high praise because not only because it is like artfully elite when it comes to fashion, which is probably why it is always sold out, but also the proceeds are donated to breast cancer research. What inspired you to turn something which started off as well simple appreciation, became a phenomenon, and now has reached this unbelievable dimension into something that is quite literally saving lives and changing the world?
What an incredible introduction of BTG and Stadium. So thank you for that, first off. Yeah, I think when it became the most popular meme of 2019 and 2020, I looked at it as I looked at it the way everyone else looked at it. It was a joke. Everyone at first it was a joke. I was on live. My fans asked me what my favorite part of my body I like to work out with. Work out is, and I said I like man's got to keep his titties big titty gang, yada yada yada, and that became viral instantly, and it was crazy. And then while that was going on, we had our tour we had our world tour, and when we hit Los Angeles, I had a fan that I met backstage after the show, and she was telling me that KARD's music helps her get through her chemotherapy. And I was like, wow, that's so great. I'm so glad we were that type of energy for you. And I asked her what's the condition, and she said she had breast cancer. And at the time it was October, and on stage I also mentioned, hey, it's breast cancer awareness month, so me being the leader of the Big Titty Gang, I just want to let everyone know, it's breast cancer awareness month, so let's be aware. And she was very thankful about that. And I could see tears in her eyes. She was almost crying because she was going through it. She was going through a lot of struggles because of the condition, and the fact that I mentioned that it was helpful for her. Something clicked in my head. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna turn the biggest meme in K-pop into something that I could be giving back to. So talked to my mom, I talked to my dad. I said, let's make a merch fund, let's donate money to breast cancer awareness. Why not? Why not give back? Why not take something that's just solely a joke and turn it into something helpful?
And it is undeniable that you have been a refreshing wind of change in the K-pop industry by just being yourself. I mean, the scene has never been the same since BM came up. So
Wow.
why do you think self-expression is so important for making art that matters?
I like to express a lot of my views, a lot of my beliefs through what I can. And with what I can right now is the art of music, the art of performance. So every time we come out with a comeback, I try my best to have some type of message in it. For Dumb Liddy, which was my very first production as a producer, I really strongly put a point on self-confidence. Ignore the haters, ignore everyone that's telling you you can't do something, and just do it. And for Gunshot, I put a point on way with words. The way you use your words and the way you express yourself through words can either really make someone's life, or it could absolutely detriment someone's life. So these are all messages that I really, really enjoy sharing, to kind of let people think on it a little bit and to kind of catch themselves. Because even me, to be 100% honest with you, even though I expressed self-confidence with Dumb Liddy, I still have my days where I'm not self-confident. I need to practice what I preach as well. I'll catch myself also choosing words that I could have chose differently and better. So it's like I need to continue as a human being to continue to try to practice what I preach as well. So we're all in this together at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So and I love it. I absolutely love it when I do this and fans also catch me on my mistakes and they let me know and educate me, because no one's perfect. No one's perfect, and we all can help each other grow. I don't know if that answered your question. I feel like I went so many different routes.
Whichever way it went, it was just amazing.
Thank you.
And finally, do you have anything you'd like to say to hidden cards all over the world, and especially in India, who love and adore you endlessly?
For all the hidden card in India, I would love and cannot wait to visit again. I know India right now is struggling a lot because of COVID, so I'll keep you guys in my prayers and hope that you guys can find peace and more comfort throughout this pandemic. And by the grace of God, I really hope that India can come out of it, because I know you guys have it pretty tough right now. Definitely keep you guys in my prayers. For the hidden card for all over the world, it's always the same vibe for me. I'm always very thankful. I'm always very, very appreciative that I can call myself an artist through you guys. And I will continue to be an artist that you love and you support and are proud of loving and supporting.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope you had just as good of a time as I did.
I did. Sure did.
And we wish you all the luck for Broken Me and your solo album.
Thank you so much, Ishani. You're a great interview, by the way. That was great.
Thank you so much. This made my entire month, maybe my entire year.
Yeah, no, you did amazing.
Yep. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.